Hi, I'm Niba, and this is my first YouTube video ever. I'm so nervous. But I thought I'd talk about Supernatural because I love Supernatural. And I know most of us who are part of the Supernatural family have headcanons, questions, etc. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of discuss some that I have and kind of see what you guys think. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, if you agree like parts of it and disagree with parts of it, I just thought it'd be fun. And so my first thing I want to talk about is Adam because oof, is he a hot topic? Especially because most people, I think, assume that he's in hell, and it's become a joke among the Asperian family that, oh, Adam's in hell, and how many years has it been? But I actually think that he's in heaven, and let me explain why. Because, first of all, Castiel says Sam's soul is the only thing that Lucifer and Michael have to kind of get their frustrations out on. I think he used different terminology, but that's basically what he meant. And then that made me think, only maybe Adam wasn't there. And then the second clue I have was actually when Dean talked to Death. I know most people assume that since Death said Adam, Sam, Adam, who are you gonna choose? And then Dean of course chooses him. And then most people I think assume that that means that Adam was also there with Sam. But I actually think it means the opposite because Death never says hell. I don't know, I'll rewatch it, but as far as I remember, Death never said the word hell, especially when it came to Adam. I don't think he ever used that word. Dean used it, and I think that Death just never corrected him because Death had like a weird sense of humor, as Billy said. Because in season 11 she says, "Oh, Death thought it was funny that you two kept coming back to life." So I think he had a pretty weird sense of humor, and plus he was always trying to teach Dean a lesson somehow. And I feel like this was actually some kind of lesson for Dean. So I actually think that that scene shows that Adam actually wasn't there. Those two things really made me think maybe he's not there. And maybe it's just me trying to be optimistic because I don't want to imagine that he's still there. So maybe. What do you guys think? And then second thing I want to talk about is Mary Winchester, of course. And I feel like most people are like, was she in heaven? Was she in hell? I actually think she was in the nothingness because in season 1 she actually kind of destroys herself for her kids. Like she destroys her being, her soul, her everything, you know. And the darkness is nothingness. So that's how she was able to bring Mary back. You know, I really think that, especially since Billy keeps mentioning the nothingness, she mentioned it so many times last season, so it has to play a part in it. So I think that would be a perfect way to bring in the nothingness, you know? And then my last thing, actually, for today, it's not really a headcanon, but it's a question that I have, and I want you guys to really tell me what you think. Lisa, Ben, and Dean. And that was a sad scene when Dean had to like erase Lisa and Ben's memory. Well, he made Castiel do it. But from a writing standpoint, I think that was a pretty it was a cop out kind of way to kind of get rid of them. Let me explain. Because Lisa and Ben don't have any pictures with Dean. They don't have neighbors. They're not gonna somehow be like, who's this random guy that I'm standing with in this picture? Because in the beginning, in the first episode of season 6, you saw the pictures. You saw that Dean was kind of friendly with the neighbors and the people around them. And I know that they moved houses because of the demon in the first place, but still, you know, I feel like somebody would have seen Dean even then he must have known some neighbor. And then plus, I feel like, especially like family members, did Lisa had not have any other family members that met Dean? If she was dating him for over a year, especially living with them with her son, she would have introduced them to somebody that's friends with her, family with her. And then second of all, also the demons can still affect Lisa and Ben because they can still go and get Lisa and Ben and they would still affect Dean because Dean remembers, you know? Dean still knows Lisa and Ben. He still loves them. He still cares about them. So it would still immensely affect Dean. And Lisa and Ben won't even know what to do because now to them they have no memory of the supernatural or of Dean at all. So they wouldn't know who to call. They wouldn't know what to do. But Dean would still be hurt. So that made no sense. How is she safe now? Because he still remembers. The demons still know that he still cares about her, you know? So to me, that was weird. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to hear your opinions. And then if you like it, I'll do a part 2. And not just about this, but about anything that I did with the camera. If you think it was bad, if there's anything you think I should work on, because this is my first YouTube video, so please be nice. And I'll try to work on them. And just let me know, you know? Agree, disagree, anything. I love to discuss it with you guys. Bye.